Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about, or actually, I'm going to show you um, creating multiple a text frame that has multiple columns. Also, we're going to discuss changing the case. In other words, going from lowercase to uppercase to what they call caps and small caps. And then we're going to talk about something that's called a forced line break. All right, so let's start with changing, or actually, we're going to start with changing an existing frame into multiple columns, or even creating frames with multiple columns. So in this particular scenario, I have text that's in a frame. As you know, text when you put text in InDesign, it has to be contained in a frame, or it can be on a path. All right, so let's first do this. Let's create another text frame. So we're going to go to the type tool here, do a click and drag, and we're going to create a blank frame. Now what we can do is we can select this frame with the selection tool. We'll go up to object. We're going to drop down to it says text frame options. And as you can see, it says right here columns. The number of columns is 1, and then you see it has a gutter measurement of 1 pica. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, and that's by default. So we're going to say give me 2 columns. We'll say OK. So now we have a column that has a text frame that has 2 columns. We're going to grab this text. We're going to select it all, do a Command A in the type tool. We're going to do a Command C, which is copy. We put the cursor in the new text frame that we created that has the 2 columns, and we'll paste. Now, as you can see right now, all of the text, it's on one side because there's not enough text to flow it over to the next column. But watch what happens when we minimize the height of the frame, and you'll see that the text will then begin to flow over to the next column. So that's how we can actually create frames with multiple columns. And then if we want to, we can take an existing frame that already has text in it, all right, and we can go up to objects. We go down to where it says text frame options, and then we'll plug in however many columns we want. Let's make this one 3. We'll put in there 3, and we'll change the gutter width to about 2 picas, all right? So now we have a situation where we have 3 columns of text. Again, if I close in, you'll see it'll start to populate all 3 columns, all right? So that's how we can deal with multiple columns. Also, I want to show you how we can actually change the case and do something that we call a forced line break. So let's do this. Actually, let's do that in the next video.